What's good, guys? In today's video, I'm going to help you get these 3 people off of their deathbed so you can get the best results from this quest. Without further ado, let's go ahead and lock straight in. Now, there's a couple of things you want to prepare before you even get to this point in the game. You always want to have some type of alcohol on you, just for like drinking purposes, of course. And then you're going to need some chamomile brews, a couple of painkillers, some Marigold Decoctions are very helpful. It's always great to have those on hand. And some savior schnapps. But you can walk around this entire compound and pick up all of these items, or at least some of these items, right here within the fortress. Once you've made your rounds and you have bandages, some water, alcohol, and the couple of potions that are laying around, you want to go downstairs and talk to Zwerk. If you have the ability to pass his speech checks, then you can go ahead and try. And it's going to just give you more reputation for the zone, which can be helpful. But it's not a requirement to get the best results, so it's just going to give you extra information if you need it. Regardless, the first thing we're going to want to do is you want to clean his wound. You can use water or schnapps. Either or is okay. If you use schnapps, he's going to say it stings, but you still get a good reputation from it. Next up, you want to use the tailor kit that you received from the chest, and that is going to sew up his wound. To follow that up, you're going to have to dress his wound with bandages, and this is going to automatically happen if you have bandages in your inventory. For the last 2 things, you're going to have to give him a chamomile brew, and you're going to rub that on his ankle. And then finally, you want to give him 4 bottles of whatever alcohol of your choosing. You can give him wine, beer, mead, whatever you have is good. Regardless of what you give him, go ahead and say all of your treatment is done, you're finished, and you're good to go. He's going to be happy, he's going to go to sleep, and we'll move on to the next patient. Our next patient is going to be Mark. So Mark has a concussion and you have to be very careful. He's going to be saying a lot of gibberish and things that you want to go ahead and ignore, but make sure that you always tell him do not go to sleep. With that being said, you're going to have to clean his wounds and tell him don't fall asleep. That's very specific. If he falls asleep, it's not going to be good for him. Next up, you're going to clean his wounds once again with either water or schnapps. The third thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and dress the wound, and you can do that with a bandage automatically. Finally, you want to give him a painkiller potion. It's super easy to make, and if you need any help trying to make any of these potions beforehand, go ahead and check out this video right here because I have all your potion needs covered right here. Now that you've finished his treatment, go ahead and tell him that you've done so, and congratulations, he's going to have a good reputation and he's going to be good. Finally, we have Kozliek. In order to help Kozliek, he's having the worst of it because man is pretty beat down. He's going to be smelling pretty bad and he's going to be unconscious, which is kind of helpful because his wounds are the worst. With that being said, you're going to want to clean his wound with whatever you have in your inventory, whether that be water or schnapps. You then want to follow that up with a bandage. And he has a fever. If you have one on you, you can use the fever tonic. However, if you don't have a fever tonic, just like I did here, and that also cleared this entire quest. So it doesn't really matter which one you use, but I think both of those should be okay because it says something about him having a fever, and I know that the fever tonic is very good for that because of other quests that we've already previously finished in the story. But this guy is knocked out, so he's not going to know that you finished everything. Regardless, just say that you're done with his treatment, and then all 3 of these guys are good to go. Once you've finished everything, go back over to Klara and tell her that you've helped out her patients. She's going to be extremely grateful and give you some reputation and 3 pretty cool potions. And then there's going to be an extra romance option that you're going to get later on that night when you decide to go to sleep. But don't go to sleep just yet. Just before you finish up here, go ahead and talk to the blacksmith. When you've spoken to the blacksmith, he's actually going to be a little bit put off by you at first until you let him know that you knew his brother. At which point, you'll then be able to kick it off right, and you want to go ahead and sharpen the 3 weapons that are over in the barrel next to him. Once those weapons have been sharpened and you give them back to him, he's going to be extremely grateful, and that is going to help you with his part of the quest. You then want to go outside of this area over to where you're going to see a man standing outside of a cart. He also is going to be pretty upset with you, but regardless of whatever conversation you have, go ahead and grab the sacks and put them inside of his cart and then talk to him again. He's going to be grateful for your help. He's going to tell you that you're not that bad. And that's going to be how you complete all the different mini quests for the Finger of God questline. If you like what I do here on the channel, make sure you smash the like button for me and sub so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else you need for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This is your boy MSensei HD, but for now though, I'm gonna get up out of here.